Into the pistol, it's time to jump in. A best of one, Inferno again for MIBR versus G2. Henry, Sado, take it away.
Inferno again. You've got to think that might be a problem for them because it certainly wasn't convincing yesterday, and they continue to rely on it on the MIBR side. That said, G2, is this the chance that they could actually get a step ahead after a very shaky start to this entire major last week challenger stage, even now in the new Legends?
We'll have to see, Matthew. Both of these teams suffering a loss here on Inferno. It is going to be G2, though, making their way through Spawn. And well, I guess we're not actually going to see much here at all. It's just going to be Shoxy, who will be holding towards the bottom middle. Very, very aggressive on the T side as they are shut down completely. It's going to be Phelps that closes things out.
Excuse me, toward the apartments. It's further, it's going to rotate off Banana. Smokes down top mid. Body's still waiting on the inside of it. G2 trying to answer back with a force supply of these pistols with armor going against SMGs.
Yeah.
The fact that they've got the helmets, the MP9s, don't necessarily mean that they'll be able to mow them down cold. He does get one. Taco finds it, but there's the trades. Pistols have just as much potency in terms of movement speed getting inside of the site, and with the range of the MP9, it certainly becomes limited. Phelps gets it much closer now as Shox realizes he can't plant the bomb. They're all over him. They'll finally get him down.
Grenades and, of course, the bullets as they actually get fast mid-control here. CT's in a very passive setup, and it's going to be a quick trade of frags there.
Certainly is. Taco. Smoke to his left inside of the door means that he could have focused toward quad, but elects to back off of it. They will bring Phelps over to support that angle, and he's got the AUG, so he's got the range to his advantage. Kenny can certainly take that range and stuff it right up the window because he's got the AWP. He's going to try and open up toward the pit position, which we know is such a strong position to hold from. If they wrap from quad now, they pinch them in. And you can see that Fallen's still holding on that side. Taco, good peek. 2 with the MP9. That gives Phelps an easy shot towards Shox. Kenny's rotated around to the apartment hallway instead. Just missed on that. Somehow gets away with it, though. Drops down. How's he missing these? Normally, Kenny's got one of those at least.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for him. Down those T steps. No real chance of an AWP on the other side.
Oh my God. Cole was staring at that and still got absolutely wrecked by Kenny. He knows that angle. He's not unfamiliar with standing in that position and trying to get shots down mid.
He's going to get the ult. Oh, he's done it. Not bad. He's got armor as well.
Nonetheless, it's not a kill. He gets the clip through the wall. Kenny goes down to 28, but body has Phelps tries to switch over to the AUG. Gets caught out by Taco, who now buries himself inside of the site, but around quad they go, and G2 has position. They've got Fur as well. Kenny is opening up the round. Second kill, and they know Taco's stuck inside, so Shox tries to swing. He gets him on the CZ as well.
Here we go, looking much better for G2. That opening 1D from Kenny S has led them to success here on the A site. He manages to recover the AWP. A little bit of a plucky play through the smoke as well. Grabs it. Could have been maybe possibly naded back or taken away by the CTs, but couldn't react in time. He grabs it, manages to get a second kill, and then they shot drop down and exit safely.
Nade in, that's going to do damage. They're all there. Oh, that works too.
Before the nade lands?
Yeah, just wrecks them with a double shot. One was a dink, and then the second was a follow-up body shot. M4, obviously. Gotta love that. 2 bullets through a smoke with an M4 and get a kill. It's about as perfect as it gets. Kenny's going to try and make amends with it. He will this time. We saw him miss a few shots toward the pit 2 rounds ago. It was a 1-on-3 situation, but maybe he could have done something with it. This time he pulls it back. The problem is they don't check the cubby. Fur's inside of it. Flash, Molotov wants to get himself out of the angle. Hold it for now, maybe, because with those flames...
And then make their way towards a bomb site. Both players quite passive on the CT side. Taco waiting in the pit here, just looking to deny the plants. They've already done that by the looks of things. As Lucky goes down, Kenny S tries to escape. Not going to happen. It's a harsh reset, but remember, G2 did win
ingredients to make a case in this major. Speaking of making a case, how about making a statement down middle? Phelps, again, this time he's not pushed Banana. He's gone from mid. I make reference to the last time we saw them play G2 when Phelps was on this lineup, and it was catastrophic.
Yes, indeed.
This time they get one at least.
Well, we'll see what can be done. This is the partial buy from G2, but they've managed to win rounds with pistols before. Aggressive again against the lesser weapons. Need to be careful here, but luckily it looks like they'll be okay. They take a couple of dinks and swap over some weapons, give Taco the AWPs. He can play very defensively, but it looks like the round is done. You can see they're all quite low as they make their way in towards B. And there's going to be a flashbang coming in the air from Fur, but he's still vulnerable here as he will go down. This could yield a bomb plant. We shall see. Fallen can't really commit to this, but grenade looks decent. Might be able to follow up with a frag. It doesn't quite connect, but look how low they are. Shouldn't be a world where MIBR give this round up, but all of a sudden it turns on his head. How has Lucky managed to hit that shot with such low HP? And now Taco with the AWP, he has to wait for his teammate to go in first.
Certainly does. Cold finds the immediate kill onto Shocks.
Good incentive.
Low HP as well for Kenny and Lucky. That forces them out. Lucky hits it though. He only had 7 HP. One tick of the Molotov, he goes down, but he gets the shot off on Cold beforehand. And it's Kenny with nowhere to go. Molotovs are everything. They force them off the angle. I think Taco's got just enough time on the defuse, and it will now be a 6th round for MIBR.
Just waiting at T-steps, you're not going to find much easier frags than that.
Cold and Taco going aggressive, but Kenny already there with the AWP. He's got the shot on Taco. Quite effective, quite easily. Tries to slip back out. He'll get Jax, but Body's still inside of the doorway, wants to hold him off, and they get more and more aggressive because Phelps pushed the smoke on the opposite side, knowing Cold was taking aggression. That means they had to be giving someone up and fall, and look at that, out and wide. Finds 2, Lucky and Shocks with 1 bullet.
That's not bad at all, exactly what they needed. That's a bit of vintage Fallen there. Manages to get the collateral, and coldzera pushing the apartments. This is looking so good. Can't quite find the kill on Body, but he has done damage and stays alive, so that's fine. 40 seconds remain here as the T scramble to make something of this round. coldzera still pushing smoke, still getting information, as you can hear them wrapping around towards that A site. If he gets one of these kills, it's round done. If he goes down with nothing, G2 might stand a chance.
Cold needs to be careful of the fact that Graveyard's covered off. Certainly didn't have that awareness because Body gets the free shot on the side of him. 2-on-2. Phelps already on the case, though. Bomb planted on the back of Cold going down, but it's all on Body, and they know where he is. Flash nearly cost them because it was thrown as Phelps looked away, but that was exactly when Body peaked. He almost got a free shot, but Fallen's got the angle, and it's now 7-1. This looks much better from MIBR. It's 7-1 now for Brazil. Take from that what you will. Is quite simply the fact that Taco said yesterday, despite that this is a previous lineup they've worked with and something they're familiar with,
looks confident. They don't seem as cagey as yesterday, and Fallen's hitting some wonderful shots here with the AWP. That's what we want to see. We want to see him and Kenny S go toe-to-toe here. Kenny will get 1 before he goes down, but 4 players, because in the Liquid NIP game yesterday, CTs were actually running past AKs to hold onto their AUG, and I thought that's an interesting idea. Like, we've actually got to that point now. Would they favor the Krieg and have the best of both worlds? But either way, it is going to be Lucky to crack open the B site. It's another 3 versus 3 here, make it 2, as Lucky will actually continue to find frags. That's 2 in the round, and the bomb's planted. CT's pretty far away. We know MIBR are deadly on the retakes, however much time is remaining, and you can see coldzera waiting for a mistake to be made. Will the T's peek for a bit of information? It looks like possible. And Zil, hold up now.
keep in mind this will be a 4-round reset, so every kill is going to matter. If they can get the op out of Kenny's hands, significant, and it's very difficult for him to exit the site from that position. Phelps goes down, Kenny gets the shot, that'll do it.
Actively going for the control, want to make sure there's no aggression at the very start. It's actually a 4-stack from the Brazilians at that side of the map. Good grenade, does significant damage to them. Lucky they've got the bomb. If he goes down here, Matt, this could be disastrous.
Oh, he got, wow, still hasn't got himself out of it. He got very fortunate that he didn't get caught with his knife out. With the smoke down, walking away. Bomb is dropped, but luckily, they already had attention turned back that direction. Shocks made good work of getting 3 kills.
Right, you have the majority of your utility. You've got good map control towards the apartments as well. That is going to slow you down, though. Decent incendiary will buy a little bit of time for rotations here from the CT. You can see Phelps considering it now as he transitions from the B bomb site towards A. But G2 with this advantage, as long as they send 5 players to one area, they should be able to trade this one out. coldzera not really in a multi-frag position, but he's getting it done. He's making it work as he gets 3 kills. Taco will back him up. That is fantastic work by him. They didn't expect him to be in the open like that. Most CT setups are very passive, and Lucky as anything but. It actually goes down to the 1 versus 1. How has he made this happen? He's playing a great game so far.
He knows where Taco is as well. He knows he's stuck inside of the pit at this point in time. He could back off. He has the bomb. There's no need to overcommit to an A plant. He can actually book it to B at this point and beat Taco there, no question about it. But he wants Taco to have that shadow of doubt in his mind that he's already left, that he's going to walk out. Lucky pulls it back brilliantly. 4 kills to clutch it back, and it's now 3 rounds in a row for G2.
As we go into round number 14, Apartment's control, and that grenade could do a lot of damage indeed. 2 of them go through, and Jax is down at 26. Body not as effective, but he's got himself up towards quad, but not for long.
Taco gonna use the bike. Ooh, spots one, just barely got out of the way as well. Kenny with the IEWP was firing in toward the hole in the window, or the wall. Shock still
Heading in that direction, at least for now. As they get that mid-control, it's Kenny has to try and open things up towards the arch side. Fallen takes down that initial threat, but a trade comes through, but the CT's still with the advantage here.
Certainly. Cold inside of the site, Taco inside of the pit. Cover quad. Smokes can go down in front of library. That suggests, rather makes it obvious that in fact they are going to rotate that position. Flashes as well. Cold gets caught. Double flash. Wasn't ready for it. That gives Shocks the run in. Taco's got to be perfect. Oh, he nearly is. Snapped up high as well, but Jax just barely got away with one. 22 HP. He's got to clutch again. Bomb down. Both rotating over from the B site. No kits on either player. Og for one, M4 for the other. 2 flashes. No smoke. It's going to be a heads-up duel. They'll play this for trade. They'll go together at every possible instance, and they'll go relatively quickly on this. Jax could actually get a lineup if they don't check the proper position toward Graveyard. Headshot potential for the AK. He's got to look the right spot. Knows and sees and lines up. He's got both again. Brilliant from Jax.
How does this keep...
Economy broke. They went to overtime with G2, lost the map. G2 went on to the finals and won the event as a result of it. And it shouldn't have happened. Body, good find on Cold. It was over-aggression from 2 players of similar style in one spot. Fallen's a little more calculated. He'll play this correctly with Fur. They've rotated Phelps off that position as a result of it, but ultimately, it is what led to his departure from SK at the time. He didn't like the pressure. He didn't feel that he deserved to be there, and he took it very personally at that point in time. Good find from Phelps. He makes up for it now, and this is what they talked about. He's matured.
The CT side, the more preferred half, and we'll see if they can win the pistol where I would say much needed. And MIBR's T side is where they usually have problems on this map. We'll see what they can do as Jackson Body now to be challenged behind the smokes. Damage inflicted though, and it's going to be a very fast wrap towards the A site from the MIBR boys.
Fallen and Taco immediately on the case. Jax is going to go back inside smoke. He's trying to just stay alive at this point in time. Shocks will give him help in doing so, but only for so long. Fur down, Cold gets the response. Bomb planted. Lucky and Shocks. Lucky absolutely destroyed by Cold, who re-entered from the boiler doorway. Knew he was there, knew he was peeking him, and Phelps does the same to Shocks. Getting aggressive enough to peek mid with the op late rounds. 40 seconds, saw no one in mid. There's no activity at boiler. He knows that they're going to be in banana at this point, so Body's rotated early. In fact, throwing utility already to try and prolong how much they have to work with, and it's worked out brilliantly because Lucky gets 2. Shocks finds 1, falls off, and Cold. He got 1 kill back, but they're desperate to get the plant, so they'll stick to their guns in doing so. Fallen to put it down as Cold survives on 6 HP to watch Ruins, making sure he can do so. They've got angles, not a lot to work with. There's no kits on the CT side, but with 4 players, you'd think they can get in. Cold's using the fountain to perfection. 6 HP, he finds 2 kills, 3 in the round in total, and he's still working it in from Orange's 2. Kenny will finally pull him back, but he's given Fallen an absolute fighting chance at this.
Fallen has got a smoke here as they go towards the bomb. He needs to find the initial kill, and he's done that perfectly. Time ticking away. Kenny has no kit. He actually stands no chance there at all. Surely he has to save, and indeed he will. The round comes crushing down for G2 at that point. It's Cold Zera on low HP. Somehow manages to get 2 kills towards that coffin position.
As Phelps gets up on the logs, he's going to lob an 8 in. That'll do. Should do. I didn't go far enough. I thought it was going to actually make it beyond the entrance point, but it won't. Nonetheless, direct trade. Body for Fur. Taco with the assist of Fur. Takes down Body. This double position now for the G2 side. Taco spots that and gets away with it. That's with an op there.
Yeah, it's a very vital bit of information gathered, but Taco does go down in the end.
Very quick rotation. Kenny knew exactly what was happening. If they spotted him there, was going to back off. He just instantly jumped out of the door, went straight to the boiler, caught him off in transition, and Taco, I don't think, was expecting him to be so quick. As Lucky, however, is equally as quick, it seems, on the AWP. He's got Phelps down. 2 ops, 3 kills between them, and they've got the advantage because it's down to just Cold Zera. And I don't think this time he'll get... He's playing with his teammates at this point, so it's not the solo man at B that has that gun. That's Phelps, just making sure no one's pushing down. They won't be pincered in, that G2 won't lock the map on them, if you will.
We'll see if they can get the smoke down here. Ideally smoking towards library, flashing towards the bomb site here. Jax in position as the flashbang comes through, and it's up to the T's to get out of the apartment.
Well, this is significant because Jax is the only one directly in the site. Kenny and Body were doubled up on the arch side watching the wall. The fact that 4 now, oh my goodness, I thought he hit that one too. The fact that they get out from the apartment and there's no one in position other than Jax, they get a bomb plant down, that's almost ideal situation for MIBR.
Well, the flashbang was very good indeed, and they have a coldzera AK. This is what it's designed to do, get them in a position like this, and we'll see if he can find the headshots now.
Oh,
dang, damage not coming through, and it's still coldzera alive. He'll have to do the heavy lifting here.
Cold is absolutely out of it. Lucky again. Lucky on the second op looks solid. They do get the retake.
Towards the bomb site, so it's Lucky with the AWP. Might be able to get one out of this, maybe both. He gets the initial shot, doesn't have to repeat this, just got the information, stay alive, but does give himself up to coldzera.
Gets Lucky down, you're right, but he's tagged at 22 immediately after from the player in the pit. That's Jax. They're going to divide this up 1-1. They know he's tagged, so they'll hold each bomb site. They do not want to give another bomb plant to MIBR because they know they're broken as well now. And at 13-9, they're within range. Cold swings around. He gets Jax. Bomb to be planted now inevitably. 18 seconds, tons of time to realize he's wide open and all alone as Shox will rotate through mid as well. He'll go down Banana to get there.
He's got a smoke, an HE, but he has no information as to what position Shox will approach from. He's actually chosen top of middle here. Shoxy has no kit, so he can't be as methodical and as slow as he would like. He knows he had the advantage. coldzera is tagged up, but will he be able to detect him towards that graveyard?
Shox still working in. Cold, good find, but not enough. Shox got the shot in return. The AUG will win it out, and no question he has time for the defuse from his side and the other. Shox, Lucky, and Fallen all on that total. Speaking of Lucky, he's the one that needs to step out now. Pull some of the aggro away from Shox for exactly that reason, because they're all over. What a reaction from Cold. That AK, he gets both, and they're not lined up. That's not a lineup. That's 2 taps at different angles.
I told you, coldzera on the T side of Inferno can be absolutely wild. We'll see whether he can continue the form here and so they make their way towards middle. They've only got 30 seconds remaining. Jax towards top of middle. It's Kenny S looking to find the next kill. Perfectly done. Someone had to be active there at the start of the round. It's worked out for him. Falls back towards the bomb site here. Can he find Taco as well? He'll actually have to drop a smoke or a Molotov out. We'll see. Kenny S just looking to get in that position where he can play off his teammate.
Watch Jax, though. Kenny's blind, but Jax swung out exactly when they were committing. Oh, no, Cold. He's done so much good work with the AK to open the round. He takes down his teammate, but he might still get away with this. 3. Oh, he's run out of time. He couldn't get there at all. Body, he's going to hold it off. Cold knows it, and Body's won the round. It's 3.
Take him down.
That's a pretty good read, because they threw a Molotov, which, if it was early, you'd expect no one to be up that high in Banana, but they thought there was a chance one got by, so they nade struck the top of it, thinking if they got any damages all from the Molotov, they'll get him. So they actually worked that out pretty smartly. Fur with one on Body, but burned from the grave. Body gets revenge. It's the advantage still then to G2.
Couldn't really access the bomb side there at all. They were going to commit towards B, but the Molotov held them off. Jax in second middle, waiting for this retreat. Nice shot from Taco. At least makes this round possible for them now. He has the AUG at this point. Smoking towards the arch side. It just about blooms in time. He goes down to 45, and here's the bomb on his back. His teammate coldzera waiting towards B, looking to take down this low HP Lucky. He might be able to do that, or to sneak through spawn and see if he can pincer the A side.
Deagle. Inside water already. Can actually catch Lucky off. He had no idea he was in that far. He was still watching the entrance point. Doesn't want to go get the gun, smartly so. Smokes it off. That would have given him a chance to get there perhaps, but didn't want the risk of getting sprayed down. And Kenny's already spotted that he's gone toward ruins. He himself, though, tagged to 55. Has to be very careful and aware of the fact that Taco should be arriving at any point. He has, and he'll plant with 8 seconds. He knows there's a gun in the back of the site. And he's got the AUG to work with. Cold. Kenny's already spotted him, remember. He's just holding ruins. That means Kenny either has to go aggressive with the AWP and catch off Cold, or work back around and go CT. Cold figures he's still there because Taco's not Cold. He's gone any further. Gets the deagle shot, and Shox might just bail. He might just grab the op and work his way out. Not a ton of money on the CT side, and Cold's denying that as well. Spectacular.
That's his 30th.
MIBR just 2 rounds away. Kenny, he's going to fight forward. Molotov behind. This position's brilliant. They're going to get one and get away cleanly as well. And with the boost, they get one, but Body, there you go. That's much better. Turns it around and finds 2. Fallen and Taco go down. They spotted one at the top of the stairs, not the other. And it is just Cold and Phelps to go against Lucky at B. Oh, he's fully blind. Phelps just barely spotted, just barely got the vision back. He'll go down before he reaches safety, and it's all onto Cold now.
It really is. He certainly can get a bomb down here. That's probably as good as it gets. We'll see. As he holds up, looking for that plant. They're going to stick together. Surely he can't get both. There's the first, but won't suspect the second. As soon as he goes for this plant, he'll be taken down.
I thought he was going to re-peek it. I thought he was going to absolutely...
Body just waiting for flashbangs here. Aggressive position. Taken back somewhat. Kenny S watching middle. Terrorists do have a couple of smokes and flashbangs here. As they'll flash towards middle now. Kenny S does miss a shot.
Oh my. I am so surprised they get out on this because they had 4-man with crossfires on both sides of mid, and yet it falls apart. Shox gets one back on Fallen, but the explosion from the apartments is what's going to win them this round. Unless Shox can somehow get in, he's got to be so sly. Smokes down toward Library. He pretty much has to hold this position because he has no teammates. Lucky wants to push to get him information. He wants to try and get through the smoke quickly. The kid is on his back, however. So if he goes through and dies, that's further that they have to go to get the defuse. And look at how many players are inside the site for MIBR.
They're waiting for that flashbang. Shoxy makes his move, but only good for one. The stack on the site completely shuts them down. But Cold Zera, he will continue to find frags here, and it looks like Kenny S will be removed as well. How many kills is this boy going to find? 30 B site. He has no grenades map, nothing at all. If he multi-frags this, he is a god.
Smokes, flashes, Molotovs. Molotovs, we know this is exactly what MIBR used to do in the old days. You clear out both orange sides, and the addition of Emo, they've got that back. This is old school. This is 2016 strat from MIBR, and it's worked out perfectly. They knew they only had to worry about the middle of the site. That's exactly where Shox was.
That's exactly what it's designed to do, just eradicate all danger around the bomb site. They can focus and hone in on the key points in our Molotovs. This should be it now. That's the only rifle going down for G2. It is map and indeed match points, as now the retake begins of UMPs and pistols.
This game's got an old school feel to it. G2, Kenny and Shox performing. You've got old MIBR back in form, and with either, I'm impressed with Lucky and Jax, both of them finally having a better game than we.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love us. All who oppose